to you, babe. If you want it, all day. Yeah, I belong to you, babe. If you want it, call me in the middle of the night. We can stay up till light, like we 13 on the phone. Damn, baby, damn, how we grown. We ain't gotta be alone. You know that this world can be cold. Together is the warmth of the sun. You can have my love. It belongs to you, babe. If you want it, if you want it, yeah, all day, yeah. I belong to you. I can't lie. I belong to you, babe. If you want it, yeah, all day, yeah. I belong to you, babe. I can't lie. I belong to you, babe. I belong to you, babe. If you want it right now. Oh, yeah, I belong to you, babe. If you want it, I can't lie. If you want it, babe.
You've been wasted all this time. Now you popping up, cause I'm fucking up. And my whip so cold, call that ice on road. But you wanna hit me up, showing love, say what's up. But you wasting all my time. Like I owe you shit, cause I knew you when you had your life ahead. What happening? Things are different now, I'm better than I ever been.
Oh, you popping up, now you showing love, but it's not enough, cause I'm coming up. Like my prices, little bitch, and my whip game too sick. I can't ride with you, you wish I had to cross you off my list. I used to vibe with you, fly with you, every day spend time with you, lie with you, I would always come by to you, ride with you, keep it real, get high with you, lie with you. When I'm feeling real tired of you, more dry than you drinking all the time and you get by with you. Don't ever take the time to move, surprising you, fall flat in your face, put you back in your place.
You've been wasted all this time. Now you popping up, cause I'm fucking up. And my whip so cold, call that ice on road. But you wanna hit me up, showing love, say what's up. But you wasting all my time. Like I owe you shit, cause I knew you when you had your life ahead. What happening? Things are different now, I'm better than I ever been.
You used to be on that bullshit, always on the pill, couldn't feel shit. Now you wanna pull up cause I'm flexing. You don't give a damn, you so reckless, baby, that's it. Done showing you love, it was part-time, I was full-time. I was down for you that whole time. Now I'm up, now I got no time, making boss moves, yeah, I got time. Got a lot of bread coming in, talking in Benjamins. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You've been wasted all this time. Now you popping up, cause I'm fucking up. And my whip so cold, call that ice on road. But you wanna hit me up, showing love, say what's up. But you wasting all my time. Like I owe you shit, cause I knew you when you had your life ahead. What happening? Things are different now, I'm better than I ever been.
I don't wanna talk now, 2 cups when I go out. Would've held you down and out, but you had to mess around. Now you want me back, how you hit me when I'm in town. Oh, I think you lost your crown, no one gonna save you now. Oh, don't trip over your bullshit. If you do, don't fall my way. They don't want me back in the day, now you wanna rise to the lake. Wanna get a pic, tryna say you poppin' cause I'm poppin', everybody gon' say, yeah, yeah. Glad you made it, had to lay it, babe, but I don't want you anyway.
you.
All for you. Freedom!
Keep your ear to the ground.
Talking about the freedom!
It's the best show in town.
Let's show you that freedom! Well. Freedom!
I'll give you freedom. Yes, it's right.
Freedom!
Start right now.
Freedom!
Get your freedom tonight.
Freedom! Well. Freedom! Come on, everybody. Young, old, all you lovers. This is our time to rise back from the sand and claim our freedom. Talking about the freedom. Let yourself be free.
I'll give you freedom. Yes, it's right.
Freedom.
Start right
Talking
now.
about the freedom.
Get your freedom tonight.
Freedom.
I'll give you yes, it's right.
Freedom. Let yourself be free.
Start right now.
Freedom.
Get your freedom tonight.
Freedom. Well. Freedom.
I can get fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. I can get fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. I can get
Oh, ooh. Welcome, friends, to a very spooky episode of Show and Tell. Dead, It is I, the Suggestion Spirit. I have come from beyond the grave to collect your suggestions that they may be used for otherworldly improv games. But alas, in my catalog of evil, I do not operate alone. Meet my minions of the night. First, you know him, you fear him. It is the Syllable Skeleton!
Oh, it's me! I'm the Syllable Skeleton!
Very good, Syllable Skeleton! Up next, truly a mystery for all to behold. The Word Witch.
I want all your pretty words!
Up next, a person who even we don't understand. The Genre Gremlin.
Give me all your genres so I can have them for myself.
And lastly, the most feared demon in our catalog. One that even Satan himself dare not mess with. The Veek Demon!
Help me, your weak little children. Hello, little children. It is time to tell me about your week.
No!
The weak demon!
I know one thing that we can do to quell these horrors. We can play a game! That's true. We must do something wise for these spirits. Tell us, you at home, what is something that would not be very fun to receive trick-or-treating? You stick your bucket out, and you're given something less fun than candy. What is that? Ah!
The suggestion specter demands you give him your suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
And you will do so, or the weak demon will lash you with the flogging stick.
Not the flogging stick. Be kind to them.
That's not how German fairy tales work.
There's no happy ending in German fairy tales.
No. Just less violent ones, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yes. I see your suggestions coming in. Thank you.
Spectre, you've completely disappeared.
I do that from time to time. It's hard to hang around this mortal foil. Ha ha ha! I'm ready when you are.
All right, take it away.
That's the thing about last year. You know what they say about last year's candy? It's hard on the tooth.
And even harder on the gums. Well, you know what they say about a stale, soft pretzel. Once it gets solid,
Then it's really a hard pretzel. Well, you know what they say about dust. When it's a particle,
It's not a part of you. You know what they say about IOUs. If you get indebted to someone,
Then you owe yourself. You know what they say about last year's candy. Spectre, are you there or have you disappeared? You know what they
I'm
say
here.
about last year's candy.
It's this year's goodbye present. You know what they say about iTunes gift cards. There's one scratch-off code.
and one sniff code. Well, you know what they say. A dental floss a day.
keeps all the floggings away. Well, you know what they say. A flat ginger ale is better than...
a hard punch in the face. You know what they say about black licorice. If you don't like the taste,
Then it's too black for you. You know what they say about a good joke. It doesn't come often.
But it always comes first. I think that appropriately handles the situation. For now, it is the time we feared the most. How was your week, everyone?
The weak demon demands a sacrifice of stories.
It is
Please
true.
appease him.
Did anyone do anything interesting this week?
I'm gonna take this off now.
Yeah.
It's getting hot in there.
Getting hot.
And
Not
It's
as
always
hot
hot.
as the pits of hell from which the weak demon comes.
Tuna, why are you stress baking?
there's no stress.
Dressed up as Carol Baskin.
Oh,
Is that from Baskin and
Bane,
Robbins?
Baskin and oh, you took it.
Oh, jeez.
Wait, that was a genuine question. I wasn't even making a joke.
I don't
Speaking
think.
of watching. Speaking of, no, it's from Tiger King. Speaking of the Addams Family, Steve, how's your play rehearsal going?
It's going.
It's happening.
For voting.
Yep.
World,
we
tune with-
don't know
I
when
get
we're
that.
performing, so
Okay.
that's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, Toonwit, I get that. The world making you stressed.
It's true.
I get it.
Sometimes you just gotta bake it out. I get that.
Get out.
I do.
I had my mid-year review at work this week, so that was interesting. I had to talk to my boss and my boss's boss about whether or not I'm a good employee.
Was it a thing
Yeah.
where like they make you ask the questions to yourself and answer them yourself?
No,
Or,
no.
Okay.
Wow, that's horrible. I've never heard of that before.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lindsay, thanks for the
Hey!
subscription.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you,
The
Lindsay.
Veek Demon is pleased. Cough drops for everyone.
Oh, jeez.
Thank you, Veek Demon.
That's gonna be
Created a
fun
monster.
to clean up later.
By birthing a demon. Ooh, alrighty. Well, I think we've appropriately satisfied the weak demon for now, at least.
now.
So we'll move on to our next game, Comment Thread! Oh, thank you, Macaroni and Brie, for your bits. What we're going to need to get started is we're going to need, well, Skeleton, why don't you take this one away?
We need one-syllable words for the syllable skeleton. Give
That's
us
it.
all your one-syllable words, and we will select them.
What happens if you don't appease the syllable skeleton?
You'll wake up with one missing bone, but you don't know which one it is.
Oh!
Imagine it's the femur. You're like, I found it.
It's just the skull.
Oh, unlucky, he only took a rib. That's easy for you to say. My jawbone's been missing for years.
Hey, John Gold, thank you for the 100 bits.
Thank you for the 100 bones.
Yeah, thanks for rolling the bones with us. Choo-choo.
Alright, are you
Alrighty.
guys ready to drill into this man's skull? Alright, everyone get your power drills out.
Okay.
Turn them on. Alright, we're inside. We got in the brain.
Alrighty.
Show and tell Alex, thanks for the 100 bones.
Yeah, thanks for the 100
God
bones,
damn.
buddy.
I wanted to be part of the hype train.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking of those little creatures that live in a hill. They're bugs. They serve a queen.
Oh, you're thinking of ants. I'm thinking of an article of clothing that's become obsolete in the time of Zoom.
No. You're thinking of pants. I'm thinking of when there's a really groovy song going and you just gotta move your whole body to
No, you're thinking of dance. I'm thinking of the things I watch on YouTube that are really angry about a specific topic.
No. You're thinking of rants.
Oh.
I'm thinking of that thing that knights would use in a joust when they were riding a horse.
No, you're thinking of a lance. I'm thinking of the games, the type of games you play when you gamble and go to Vegas and you roll the bones for real.
Oh, no.
Chance.
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 Games of chance. Huh?
Games of chance.
Someone got it.
Oh, alrighty. All right. Oh, jeez. I'm thinking of a three-dimensional shape that has a point at the top and a flat bottom, and it curves around to meet that point.
Oh, you're thinking of a cone?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the thing that our skeleton friend has a lot showing.
No. You're thinking of bone. I'm thinking of a little creature that sits in your garden and might protect it from rain.
You're thinking of a gnome. I'm thinking of that thing that you use to communicate across vast distances.
No, you're thinking of a phone. I'm thinking of that Disney movie, The Sorcerer and the...
Oh, no, you're thinking of stone. I'm thinking of, like, all right, imagine that it's like 10 years ago and you're playing the Xbox and you 360 no-scope somebody and then you put it on the internet and you would title it like
you're thinking very specifically of to pwn. I'm thinking of a delineated space, an example of one that you might find on a football field where you get a touchdown.
Oh, no, you're thinking of a zone.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking of when there's no one else around.
No, you're thinking of alone. I'm thinking of an ancient manuscript of much importance, one that is often used in religious practices.
Oh, no, you're thinking of tome. I'm thinking of when something is in your possession, then you could say that you, that it's yours and that you have it and it's yours. So.
That you own it. That you're thinking of to own. Oh, right. I'm thinking of your place of residence. That's not an apartment.
Oh, no, you're thinking of a home. I'm thinking of what you must do for your sins in order to be better.
No, you're thinking of a tone. I'm thinking of what happens when you make a really bad pun and everyone has a guttural reaction.
Oh, no, you're thinking of groan. I'm thinking of when you're on the telephone, but no one's there, so you hear this noise that's a little flat and constant.
No, you're thinking of a tone? I'm thinking of this woman who was of Arc and from France.
No, you're thinking of Joan.
Right.
I'm thinking of that one instrument that's brass and curvy and sounds pretty sexy.
You're thinking of a saxophone? I'm thinking of the past tense of the first part of our title.
Oh, you're thinking of shown. I'm thinking of when you're doing gymnastics and you would do a backflip, but you're not good at it yet, so they make a tub that's full of all this stuff that makes it softer for you to land on it so you don't break your neck.
Oh, you're thinking of foam. I am thinking of... no.
Oh, thank God. I thought we were never going to end because people kept using words that ended in M instead of N.
Well, Max did it first, so...
No. Dom did it first, and then I did it.
All right. We're watching
We're
watching both of you.
What a volley, indeed.
No slant rhymes.
Agreed.
No slant rhymes.
I didn't do one. You can check the tapes.
I only did because I got desperate.
I'm thinking of a slight bounce, particularly common among our bunny friends.
Oh, you're thinking of hop. I'm thinking of, when there's a little store that you don't want to get shut down and it's owned by two
you're
parents.
Thinking of a shop. I'm thinking of the opposite of the bottom.
You're thinking of the top. I'm thinking of not the mom, but the other person who owns that store.
Oh, you're thinking of a pop. I'm thinking of, the cousin to the broom that likes to get a little wet and crazy.
No, you're thinking of a mop. I'm thinking of what happens to that mop after it's very wet and you're hanging it in the air and it's...
Flop?
Word ends in ing.
Flop? Is that right?
I was thinking sop, but I mean, that works.
No, I'll just be out. It's okay.
You're even more transparent now. All right. Final round. Let me look at these. All right. I'm thinking of when you're really mad and you raise your voice really loud, or someone's across the street and you need to communicate with them.
You're thinking of shout? I'm thinking of when you're tired of being locked up, and so instead you go to this place, and it's it's not in.
Oh, you're thinking of out. I'm thinking of how I feel about that suggestion where I get really sad and I might do something with my lip and my shoulder.
No. You're thinking of pout. I'm thinking of that terrible condition that can happen to your foot.
Oh.
It's pretty nasty, and a lot of French kings got it.
Oh, you're thinking of lout.
It was a good guess.
It was a good try.
What are you speaking of?
Gout.
Oh, it is gout. Oh man.
Oh.
Alex
Gave it a fair
means
try.
the syllable skeleton.
The syllable skeleton wins at his own game.
It's true. Never play a syllable skeleton at his own game. Everyone knows this to be true.
Never play a syllable skeleton in a syllable game when death is on the line.
He doesn't fear death. He's already been through it once. Amazing. So what is everyone else gonna dress up as for Halloween? How about you all in Chatland? What are your fun costumes?
Oh, yes.
Well, my friends at Starbucks told me that they're doing Star Wars for Halloween. And tomorrow I'm donning the ye old Chewbacca onesie from last year.
Nice.
Love that. Dan, how about you? What are you gonna be for Halloween?
You know, I don't know if I'm gonna be anything.
What a rebel!
Blasphemy!
I'm just gonna be in my house. Assuredly, Melissa's gonna make me wear something, but I do not have anything planned as of now.
I'll come by your house, so you'll have a need to dress
I
up.
mean, we're probably gonna have trick-or-treaters, so I might wear something that includes a mask, or I'll just be exactly like this, and I'll be like, "Hello, kids. Welcome. You want candy?"
I feel like Macaroni and Brie just shook Steve to his core.
I'm shooketh.
Wow. That is.
I'm the Veek demon. You must give me the stories of the Veek, or else I will flog you.
See, if he gets me.
They'll take you away, never to be seen again.
But that is such a good pun. I might steal that for later because I've already got the costume.
Red October Fest.
Ah, nice. It's there.
How about a saddle
Dumb.
encore? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Oh, man.
Dom, are you going to be anyone tomorrow, specifically?
I have a banana costume. I'm thinking about breaking out. Just, an old classic.
Yeah.
I paired it recently with some pants I got from the time my company made me dress up as Elf for Christmas party, which are great because they're just like big yellow footy pajamas that look great on a human banana.
Right.
If I seem disengaged, it's because my visibility goes down every second we're on the street. But I'm giving it my best, Captain. Speaking of giving it our best, why don't we go ahead and move on to our next game, which is Two Birds. Ah, yes. The Veek Demon is taking charge on this one. They're gonna be our helpful boss. But we have to present all of our unfortunate problems, and there's just so many problems. We gotta give all of our problems to the Veek Demon. So go ahead and give us all of your problems, and we'll make the Veek Demon solve them. 2 for the price of 1. That's a better deal than you get on most Halloween candy.
Price gouging. Terrifying.
Seasonal markups, the scariest thing of them all.
Nothing spookier than capitalism.
I almost shit out some pennies. I was so scared.
Not in this economy. I think keep those suggestions coming, and we'll go ahead and get started.
Take it away.
Weak demon.
What?
I'm so sorry. There's a problem. When I woke up from my nap, I'm even more tired than when I went to sleep.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
Ah, Vic Demon!
Yes.
You'll never believe this. Someone is going around the office stealing belly button lint.
Oh no, that's terrible. Well, it seems like Max is not getting enough sleep, and that is probably because you are not getting enough exercise. So what you need to do is go to all of the people and check their belly hair lint, make sure that they do not have too much. And if they do have too much, then you will hunt them down with this crossbow.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Vic Demon.
That should help you sleep better.
Okay, thanks,
Bye.
Vic Demon.
Another day saved. More stories for the Weak Demon.
Weak demon.
What are you?
The genre gremlin. Don't worry, I'm an intern. You won't see me for a while. But look, someone's lunch that's in the fridge, it started moving.
Oh, well, sounds interesting.
I don't.
Oh, Vic Demon!
Oh, what?
I just heard some hot goss from the water cooler. Someone caught Jane in accounting with a net, dragged her right off.
Oh, well, this is terrible. We're going to have to bring out our best people for this. So we're going to have to get Richard from accounting to go and get his lunch, which is moving, and he and his new lunch spot will go find Jane. So, go and get Dick and Spot, and they will go find Jane.
Perfect.
You got it.
Thank you, boss.
Another day well saved.
Oh, I'm sorry, Vic Demon. I'm so
What do you
sorry.
want?
There's another problem.
But
None of the pumpkins, they're not carved yet.
they're not carved?
No.
Wait, Vic Demon!
Oh,
That's
what?
not all!
There's more. There's a lot of problems today.
Yes, we ran out of silver bullets and the werewolves are acting up again!
Oh, well, this is terrible. Well, you know what? We need to be better with our werewolf activity set. People keep bringing their werewolves to work day, and they don't have anything to do. So take all the pumpkins, put them in boardroom 3, and set up a carving station for all the werewolves. And we'll put all the werewolves in there so they have activities to do, and so they can carve all of the pumpkins for us, get the energy out, and then they won't attack people anymore.
That's a great idea, Vic Demon.
Fantastic plan, we'll get right on it.
All right, you do that. Hopefully there's no more problems.
Weak demon.
Of course. What was your name again?
The genre gremlin. But look, the printer, it's screaming like all the time. Like it won't shut up. Like seriously.
Vic Demon!
What?
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to scare you. Someone pumpkin spiced all the coffee, and we were talking about it, and a little bit's okay, but literally all the coffee is pumpkin spice right now.
Oh, that's terrible. You know what we can do? Well, let's move the printer next to the coffee machine. That way, if they try to sprinkle the spice into the coffee, the screaming of the printer will blow it all away.
Makes sense to me.
Good idea.
And we'll get a new printer.
Great.
Beautiful suggestion.
Bye.
Another day well saved. Well, time to get out my flogging stick and find those children who don't tell good stories about the week.
Yay!
Hey,
We solved
happy
it
ending
all,
for the
folks.
week, Demon.
Yay.
We always love when the bad guy wins, right?
I do.
Hey, he's not bad. He's just doing his job.
Honestly, I feel like the Veek Demon is something we should start to incorporate into actual children's lore. Because he's the real solution to what'd you do at school today? nothing, and you're like, nothing, and they're like, okay, maybe something. I took a test. Tell me about the test. It was fine, just fine. No, it was great. I mean, horrible. I was real bad. You're like, okay, all right. Got my eye on you.
Lots of love for the Verdvich.
Ah, yes, thank you. I just wake up like this. I just throw on my mask.
Hashtag no filters.
Hashtag no filter, no makeup.
Oh, Max, I think that if they did recast Hocus Pocus, you definitely you have a chance.
Yeah.
In fact, there's a possibility.
You'd have a call.
Sarah Jessica Parker's role.
Yeah,
or
for Sarah
just
Jessica Parker's role.
Okay,
No,
yeah.
just Sarah Jessica Parker's role.
Yeah, I could do it. I think 2020's for that. Ready for that? A gender bent Hocus Pocus.
Honestly, I think it probably is. It's a good point.
That's not a bad idea.
That would be interesting. I'd watch it.
Who would be the cat? You would need someone real sassy. Someone who's like,
Nathan the Beast, what's up?
Oh,
Hey,
Nathan's
Beast.
the Beast.
We too are of the Beast variety today.
Yes. Yeah, Toon, wait, you can be the virgin.
Right. They say the word virgin way too much in that movie.
It's true.
They do.
There's like there's a hidden agenda or something.
Agenda.
It's like Disney wants us all to be virgins.
Or Disney is trying to get us not to be virgins.
True.
Yeah, they're doing the Inception thing where it's like if you bring it up, they'll think about it.
I mean, it makes
Think
sense.
about it.
Most of their stuff is aimed for families, and if you're a virgin, you can't have a family. That's the real hidden Disney propaganda. Right
That's not
there.
true.
That's-
They're
Virgins
making
can
their
adopt.
target demographic.
Big
Sorry,
Disney just wants you to be horny.
Yeah.
Did correct us. They're virgins.
Virgin.
Virgin.
Oh my god.
We'd love to see it. Love to see it.
I wanted to be like a Disney sex ed, like where they're talking about safe sex and they're just like, you don't need to, just get pregnant as soon as possible.
You need to have 2.5 kids, because that's how much we've determined is the appropriate amount that you can still go to Disney World every year and consume our media full time.
Ooh. Yeah.
It's sad, but someone's run that number over the Walt Disney Corporation before.
Wow, that's a really long con.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, Nate, glad to see you back. We
Yeah.
might
Hey,
have
haven't seen
another
us-
randomizer coming, or
not a
Nuzlocke.
randomizer.
Just a Nuzlocke coming along the way in the next week or
Yes.
two.
Very soon, more Nuzlocke content.
Toonwit, if you have 2.75 children, the Vic Demon will take the 0.75.
The Big Demon will take 0.25 from you.
Oh, yes. Yes, excuse me. Hey!
Oh, Mac and Bree, thanks for the gift sub.
Appreciate it.
Oh, thank God.
More
Yeah.
cough drops.
Gift sub.
Oh, more
That
cough
poor
drop.
Mike.
More cough
Oh
drops.
no.
More
See, that almost looks like a
drops.
VF. That looks like a VF effect, honestly. Because your mic keeps clipping right at the same time. It's pretty impressive, honestly. Everything in balance. I agree. Except my foreground and background. All right, let's move on to the next game. Whose game could this be?
Genres!
Yes. It's time that we appease the genre gremlin. That's right. We're gonna need your genres.
Let me explain what a genre is.
Please do.
A genre is anything you could dream. It could be a feeling. It could be an archetype. It could be any form of mass media. But what genres must be is something that's tasty in my mouth. So, give me any genres you have, as big or small as you can imagine.
Well, it wasn't very academic, but I guess I'll give it to
I
you.
go to school, I'm a gremlin. Why would
I was gonna say, you can't expect a gremlin to be very academic in their definitions.
Look, I've haunted plenty of schools, and all I'm saying is you pick up a thing or two.
If it tastes like a genre, it's a genre.
That's a valid point.
Genre gremlin, what happens if they don't give you enough genres?
If you don't get enough genres, then I turn your life from a fish out of water teen comedy into a horror thriller by any means necessary.
But what about the person
I
I
just
play?
wanted to be
I thought we were
Mary
gonna-
Sue.
No.
I thought we were gonna end up together at the end.
Don't you witness that I am an amalgamation of all the genres that exist in the world. As you can see, we have horror, we have cool kid, we have a second cooler kid, but from a different time.
My favorite genre.
We have anime, we have period piece, and we have fantasy. All those genres.
Those are the only ones. That's the only other genre.
Those are all the genres. So
They
if you
are
didn't type
all-
any of those in the chat, we're not. That's it. Too bad.
But I am hungry for different genres than ones I have tasted myself.
Alrighty. Then I will satiate you with the offered genres that we have received. For Dan!
Yes.
A Christmas movie.
Yes! The greatest genre of them all.
For Alex, a D&D podcast.
Oh boy, okay.
Sounds delicious.
For Steve, a Gregorian chant.
I haven't tried that one before.
I saw that
that's
one.
a new one.
I don't know how to spell Gregorian, but I bet it tastes great.
It's just
You probably just put monk chant.
And finally, for Max, a Christian rom-com.
Okay.
Ooh, that doesn't taste very good.
Yes.
So, now what we need is just a random title to begin. So go ahead and give me your best word suggestions, and we will
Also,
make a title.
V-Civ, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for the follow.
I would promise that it's normally not this chaotic, but that would be a lie.
It's just chaotic in other ways.
Yep, it's just differently chaotic.
Hey, get that off my foot. Is that a genre? Because I like that so much.
All
I
right,
think it was
good
a
enough
title
for me.
suggestion.
Oh, I like it as a genre.
What's the title?
The title is DJ and the DEA.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
Alrighty, we'll start with Christian rom-com.
Okay. After graduating college, Jessica wasn't exactly sure what she wanted to do, but she was pretty sure she wanted to be in her old rural town where she grew up. That's where she found herself on one Saturday morning, just at the bank, minding her own business, when a stranger walked up to her.
A stranger walked up and he went, ding-a-ling-a-ling, ding-a-ling-a-ling. Will you give any donations to Santa and the people that need it? And she's like, oh, Christmas is tomorrow. I guess
Gregorian.
I should.
Christmas, Day Rendore.
Rom-com.
And Jessica said, sorry, I think I actually left my wallet in my other pants. But when she...
As you search for your wallet in your pants, a stranger walks up behind you. The stranger looks very odd and says, "Do you have any gold to spare?" What do you say in return?
Christmas movie.
No, sorry. I was about to give all my change to this person, and they're like,
Gregorian chant.
Peace and diligence to the masses, they do know no bounds.
Podcast.
The stranger then reveals himself to be none other than Santa Claus. He disrobes his tattered rags and says to you, "Ho, ho, ho! You
Rom-com.
have not been so generous this year, have you?"
And Jessica says, "Oh, well, you're right. I don't know. Ever since I was at college, I kind of forgot where I came from. I haven't been going to church, and you know what? You're right. I need to give more money."
Christmas movie.
Santa's like, good, give me more money. And then the other person that came up that asked for money takes off their costume and says, "Freeze, Santa, it's me, the DEA."
Gregorian chant.
DEA. DEA.
Podcast.
So, the two begin battling in front of you. You try to take a side, but they just brush you away. Fireballs are cast left and right. Santa Claus lets out a huge high-level ice spell.
Christmas movie.
Jessica stands there and is like, no, this isn't what Christmas is about. The only way to stop this is to sing Christmas carols.
Chant.
Pie Dominus. Pie Dominus.
Rom-com.
And then everybody realizes that they should stop fighting. And Jessica waves down the DEA agent and says, "DEA, it's okay that Santa Claus might have done some things in the past."
Podcast.
I can't believe you got that in that 20. I can't believe. All right.
Christmas movie.
The DEA goes, "Oh, I guess you're right. It is Christmas tomorrow after all. I have my family to get back to." And Jessica goes, "My family? I almost forgot. I've been at this bank for so long, I forgot what was important to be doing on Christmas Eve."
Gregorian chant.
Lorem ipsum requiem dolor.
Podcast.
You arrive back at your house only to find it has been burned to the ground. You search
Christian
around.
rom-com.
No! Why, God? Why did you do this to me?
The
And
end. It's a modern day joke. They'll appreciate it later.
Look, this comedy is just beyond your understanding.
Oh my
It's a divine comedy. You wouldn't get the punchline.
Because as we all know, every good Christian rom-com ends with the protagonist being, "Why, God? Why?"
We're just watching different movies. Y'all don't get it.
Oh man.
Not gonna lie, chat. My only reference for a Gregorian chant is Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah. Has anyone seen, speaking of Christmas movies, has anyone seen The Seventh Seal?
No.
Is that a Christmas
It's not
movie?
a Christmas movie whatsoever. It's this old ass Swedish movie that has death as one of the characters. It's the bald guy. It's in black and white. There's references to it. You might have known it. But I'm pretty sure that scene in Monty Python is in reference to The Seventh Seal. So when I watched The Seventh Seal, I couldn't fucking get over that scene because it's very harrowing. It's actually people like self-flagellating and people being like walking through the streets because there's like the Black Plague and they're all depressed. But I could only think of people slamming books on their face and I could not do it.
Oh, that's tragic. It's always
Yes.
weird when you see something out of order. Like if you ever
Yeah.
like I saw Spaceballs before I saw Star Wars, and that really is a whole wild ride, honestly.
Wow.
Do you think there's a world where somebody watches Spaceballs first and then watches Star Wars thinking it's a parody of Spaceballs?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Definitely.
Someone out there believes that Star Wars is a ripoff of Spaceballs.
100%.
I feel like I've done something similar, just not with Star Wars and Spaceballs. Don't remember what it was, but it feels like something I would do.
I bet you're thinking of, you've probably seen Superman and thought that Jesus was a ripoff of Superman.
That's it.
But it's actually the other way around.
All these
or
Christians watch Superman and we're like, wait, we could use this.
We could use that.
Write that down.
Or no, maybe you read the story of Noah's Ark and you're like, well, this is just a ripoff of Gilgamesh and the Great Flood. No? Maybe just me? All right.
Sorry,
I thought Noah was a ripoff of Evan Almighty.
Oh, that's right. That's what it was. Yeah.
I thought Evan Almighty was a ripoff of Bruce Almighty.
Yeah.
True.
Rip-offs are different from sequels.
No, they're not. What if they weren't? No.
Wait for the punchline, damn it! Sequels are rip-offs that are allowed.
There we go. There we go.
Did we check out the merch board?
Should we check out the merch board, Max?
The merch board.
No, I think we just have one. It's not that.
Yes. For those of you that were able to join us for our werewolf stream, you might recognize this lovely piece of merch. Does Phobos deliver? You bet.
You bet they
Their
do.
service is out of this world.
Hey, yo!
DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub?
Damn.
The trifecta.
But you can only order for pickup through DoorDash. The other two won't do pickup.
No.
Can I bring the mood down real quick?
Please do.
Yeah, that's what the job is.
So
Max.
I did a sin this week. The week's demon I'm confessing to you, and
Wait, you have to.
I'm incredibly ashamed by it. It was something that was tempted me by my phone, and I knew it was right on my phone. It was accessible, and I should have just put the temptation away. But I was sitting in my house. It was rainy, and it was cozy inside, and I did an unforgivable sin. I put on a little bit of Christmas music.
Wow.
You disgust me! I hate you! I hate you!
Weak Demon, can you forgive me?
Look how red you made him.
He's embarrassed.
Weak Demon, please forgive me.
What song did you listen to?
It was the Charlie Brown holiday.
Oh my God!
You're being massacred.
They have a Charlie Brown song for Halloween!
I know! I was listening to that first, and it wasn't exactly doing it for me.
You are so lucky the Thanksgiving turkey is in here right now, or he would murder you.
I asked you guys if it was okay if I could bring the mood down.
Oh, you've ruined it.
Yeah.
You really
We're gonna
did
have to
not.
move on to
You
our
really
next
did.
game. I can't even look at you.
Oh,
Damn it.
Internet.
The game yearbook. That's right, we're going to Monster High. No relation to the Monster Dating Simulator. Alright. What we're gonna need is a fake club for our Monster High School. So what's the name of a club that definitely exists at Monster High that doesn't exist in the real world?
Monster High.
Monster High. Did you ever see that Scooby-Doo movie where Shaggy becomes a PE teacher at an all-girls monster school?
Yeah.
I know that's a hell of a premise, but believe me, they took the time to animate it. Also, it's a classic camp story where they fight the rival prep camp. It's really a whole lot going on in that movie.
Also, I wouldn't be surprised at all if that episode or whatever was definitely a sexual awakening for people.
True. Alrighty.
Monster High?
It's just jazz band. It's just jazz band. Monster High definitely has a jazz band. Alright, this is jazz band at Monster High.
Alright.
Alright, and 3, 2, 1, cheese!
What's up, everyone? They call me Doots. That's right, because I'm the skeleton with the trumpet. You know it. You love it. You've probably seen me in the memes. It's a real good time. Well, I don't just play for the loudness. I also like to get funky. And let me tell you, jazz band is where it's at. No other place have I been able to just blast that horn. So definitely check out jazz band. We have concerts all the time. They really make the werewolves howl and the bones rattle like no other. I gotta get back to it, but stay funky out there.
Why, hello all. You of course know me as the Word Witch, but I, in the jazz club band, I play piano. See, Well, I say I play piano, not necessarily with my fingers, but more with my wand. Ah, yes, I love having the enchanted piano just play its tune, and all I have to do is flick my wrist back and forth. Sometime I can compose a little bit as well at the same time as playing piano, but I mostly play piano. Look out for a couple of the other people in jazz band. Some of them are a little bit unsavory, but once you get to know them, they're all right. Hags.
Hey guys, John here. I'm the treasurer for the jazz band, and might I say, please just let me into the heavy metal band. I want to be the most demonic person at school, but I can't do that with only the second least Christian music arrangement. I only know one song on this saxophone. I can only do Careless Whisper. Just let me in, please. I'll be a good bandmate. I'll what's the Waterboy equivalent? I'll do that. Just anything. Hags.
Hey, what's up? It's me, the genre gremlin, but I play drums for the jazz band. I just hit the stick against that and no one's told me anything otherwise. Look, I really want to be the head of the choir, but they didn't let me in for some reason. Jazz band's been working out. We really just set the tone, you know, any way that we can do something to set the genre just really gets me going. Alright, I hope that next year they're gonna upgrade me to the triangle. That's something I can hit even harder, that has a more subtle undertone, which might get a different genre going. Hags.
I tried to be a faithful member of jazz band. Unfortunately, my hands were too transparent and incorporeal to play anything, so they told me I could be the color guard. Jazz bands don't typically have color guards. This was a slap in the face, but they couldn't actually slap me in the face. Needless to say, I'm doing my best with the new position, but the only color I've been able to produce so far is white. We'll update with future progress. Since I can't actually leave the grounds or the property line of the school, I anticipate many years of fruitful practice. Hags. And cheese.
Nice.
What a fun school.
I'd go there.
Dan, who does the genre gremlin take to prom?
Their mother.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does their mother work at the school?
No. No. His mother is also has a cast on and also goes with in crutches too. So it's like even double awkward. Yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guess who I got to go to prom with me?
Who?
Bona Lisa.
Wow.
Yeah,
man.
most popular girl in school, I'll have you know.
Wow.
Damn.
I heard you guys didn't even bone though.
Hey, shut up! We're taking our time, okay?
Damn. Who does the Veek demon take to prom?
The Veek demon is too cool for prom.
I was gonna say The Weekend.
There's something there.
Yeah, there's something.
I heard you got several offers to the prom. The word witch.
I did, but I think I might fly it alone.
Yeah, you didn't want to say yes to anybody who specifically asked you? Anyone?
Nope, genre gremlin. I think I'm just going with my friends.
You sure you're not in a cast that's better than my mom already? Well, there's more reasons why you're better than my mom, but I
don't want to hear them.
All right, reason
How about
number
you?
1, you're taller. Reason number 2, you understand me.
Suggestion, Spectre. Who are
Yes.
you taking to the prom this year?
Oh, no one cool has died on school grounds recently, so I thought I'd just go by myself.
I
like
help you out with
to.
that.
Oh no, thank you. I find organic death to be much better. Believe me, I've been with some people who had some faked deaths. It's really not the same. You can always tell. Anyways,
Wait,
yes.
I have a quick clerical question here.
Sure.
So, when you die,
Yeah.
what determines whether you become a ghost or a skeleton or a zombie? Or, well, no, zombies would be separate. That makes sense. But a ghost or a skeleton, or is it just that every person sort of splits off and becomes a ghost and a skeleton?
So it's kind of a toss-up, to be honest. If you have unfinished business, you become a ghost.
Okay.
However, for skeletons, and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that if you died in a truly perilous way, you become a skeleton, right? Like people that are in search, and that's where you see that the crossover comes, right? Like adventurers often become both because they have unfinished business, but they die in treacherous ways.
Yeah. Are they two separate entities then?
What? Yeah, no, yeah.
They're
We
ghost and they're
fully
skeleton.
different consciousness.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I see one vote for false, so I don't know.
Well, you're not a specter, so I don't want to hear it, mister. You take your fleshy words back, all right?
I'm
We don't
feeling
have time.
like we need a false emote.
That's dangerous.
That would be good. Yeah.
Very dangerous.
Very
Or
dangerous.
just a 2 emote. Like
Or
even
just-
though they could just press 2, instead it's an emote.
Can it be the exact same font and color?
Can you have explicatives in your emotes? Like if we had an emote that said bullshit, would they allow it?
Definitely not.
We could just have a BS.
Yeah, we could have like a little
Makes more sense. Oh yeah, we do have a red card, which is kind of close.
That is kind of close.
Yeah.
Hey, Gamer Queer, how's it going?
Hey,
Oh, hello.
What are you doing for Halloween?
Yeah, anything spooky?
Satiate our demon.
Satiate the weak demon.
The weak demon?
Tell me your stories.
What's wrong, Steve? Did voices in your head get louder?
No, I'm planning how to kill Max.
I'm sorry. What can I do, Veek Demon, to pay for my sins?
You can run.
Oh no.
There's no lesson I can learn.
Nope.
The only lesson you can learn is how fast you can run.
Is this where I cut to the pre-recorded bit of Max being chased through the woods by Steve with a sword? Okay.
Air quote.
I should hit the play button for that video
Guys,
now.
I told you that video would pay off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad we filmed it completely randomly.
Imagine if we filmed like thousands of videos that are so niche, and then we wait for the moment that it pays off.
Oh my god.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm doing a pumpkin carving / RPG trick or treat game stream tomorrow, and then at night go into a gathering. That sounds like so much fun.
That does sound fun.
I love it.
Weak Demon is scary.
Yeah.
Yes, he gives you cough drops if you behave, but he straight up murders you through the woods if you don't. Actually, very German of you, actually.
Yeah, no, that's...
Speaking of which, that was a good story from Gamer Queer. So cough drops.
Someone please make a GIF of Steve throwing cough drops. And then send it to Campbell's.
Please keep sending your clips to Campbell's, please.
They will notice us eventually.
I know Crabstar has been doing it, so big shout out to Crabstar for old and true.
Also, this costume
Props
concept
for Crabstar.
going as Red Riding Hood who killed the wolf. I love that concept for a costume. It's very good.
I like it's the same costume, but it would be like, weird, it was white when I bought it, and that's the whole, it's just all you do all night.
Or it's the same costume, but with like bags under your eyes, and you're just like constantly like, what have I done?
Yeah, regret. Just Red Riding Hood with PTSD.
I feel like that the Red Riding Hood that killed the wolf would be like, yeah, I've had a rough life. You wouldn't understand.
That stupid pooch got what he deserved.
Oh my god.
That's a lot of dangerous jokes. But speaking of dangerous jokes, it's time to move on to our next game. Swipe right. And this is a game for the word witch.
Ah, yes, hello. Welcome to my domain. I need you to give me all of your fantastic words. We are playing Swipe Right, which means we probably want specifically perhaps spooky figures, people who are making dating apps, and we're going to help them with their dating app descriptions. So give us any characters or objects that are spooky. And that's all of the words that I want right now.
Wow, you're brewing up something real spicy. If I had a nose, I'd smell it from here.
Thanks, Game of Queer.
Bye. Have a good night. I only work on week time scales.
Because Friday sleeps for 2 days, immediately Monday.
The concept of anything less than a week is, I don't understand.
Alrighty, I guess we're ready when you are.
Let's go.
Alright, our first one is the Headless Horseman.
I'm just gonna say it. A
Yeah,
date
just
with me
say
is
it.
like
Get
the
out of
Headless
it.
Horseman. No head.
Yep, there it is.
A date with me is like a headless horseman. There's more horses involved than you would wish.
A date with me is like the Headless Horseman, full of Protestant angst.
A date with me is like the Headless
Horseman. I get sleepy and I'm pretty hollow.
A date with me is like the Headless Horseman. Pretty tragic when you read into it.
Let's do Beetlejuice.
A date with me is like Beetlejuice. Say my name 3 times and I come.
There we go.
Yep.
A date with me is like Beetlejuice. In my worst form, I'm more snake than man.
A date with me is like Beetlejuice. I'm just looking for a good time.
A date with me is like Beetlejuice. I like musicals too much.
A date with me is like Beetlejuice. I'm recently fired and will do a lot for money.
A date with me is like Beetlejuice. Because when daylight come, me one go home.
Let's do a gravestone or tombstone, whatever your colloquial may be.
A date with me is like a gravestone. I'm really just a waste of space.
A date with me is like a gravestone. I promise there's no hidden plot.
A date with me is like a tombstone. I'll never change my ideas ever.
A date with me is like a tombstone. People really only think about it once a year.
A date with me is like a tombstone. I want to stay 6 feet away from everybody else.
What to do? Go ahead.
Oh, nope.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's do a witch hunt.
Ooh.
A date with me is like a witch hunt. You saw my pictures on the app, but I said more weight.
A date with me is like a witch hunt. A lot of false claims.
A date with me is like a witch hunt. Probably involves some steak.
A date with me is like a witch hunt. I'll be profusely proclaiming that I am not communist.
A date
with me is like
a date with me is like a witch hunt. By the end of this, one of us is gonna be drowning.
A date with me is like a witch hunt. At the end, things get pretty hot.
A date with me is like a witch hunt. I weigh more than a duck.
Let's do Rocky Horror.
A date with me is like Rocky Horror, because before the date, you're probably going to die of anticipation.
Ah! There it is.
A date with me is like Rocky Horror because as soon as you realize what's going on, you're gonna want to time warp out of there.
A date with me is like Rocky Horror. You were probably really into it in college and maybe once again in your 30s and then never ever again.
A date with me is like Rocky Horror. They like to put a big V on my head for virgin.
A date with me is like Rocky Horror. You thought it was gonna be a fun time, but it turned a little bit too culty for me.
Oh man. Let's do a date with me is like, do you want to buy followers? Click on this link. And
A date with me is like, do you want to buy followers? Click on this link because it's really loud at the start, but it never gets to the end.
A date with me is like, do you want to buy followers? Click on this link because we're always getting blocked.
Patient.
Oh.
There it is.
A date with me is like, do you want to click on this link to buy followers because it's desperate?
Alrighty, and let's do one final one. Trick or treating.
A date with me is like trick-or-treating because I'm just a big old trick.
A date with me is like trick-or-treating. There are razors where you wouldn't expect.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no. A date with me is like trick-or-treating because let's be real, we all know the outcome.
A date with me is like trick-or-treating, better in costume.
A date with me is like trick-or-treating because people are going to claim I'm too old.
A date with me is like trick-or-treating. I may as well just be going door to door at this point.
Oof.
A date with me is like trick-or-treating because I get real dehydrated, so I have to carry a water bottle with me.
A date with me is like trick-or-treating because there is a curfew. I do have to be home by 10 p.m. No exceptions.
A date with me is like trick-or-treating. We're both disappointed by the fun size. Alright, I guess we'll end it there.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh wow.
I'm not gonna lie, part of me was thinking I was going to go the whole show and then say patient at the end, but...
And not say anything else.
Forget
you're just
who it
in
was.
scenes and you're just like...
Patient.
I forget who it was. It might have been Benny. It feels like a pretty Benny move where it's like, do you know the secret to comedy? And then on the year later when the memory thing came up, he just wrote time in.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was like, what an absolute forethought of a legend. Like, he waited for his own remember story. Damn.
What a guy.
We aspire to be half as funny.
Iconic. Truly.
Alrighty. Chat, how is everyone doing? How's everyone
How
doing?
the hell are you doing?
Heyo.
Spooks.
I should have mentioned this hat is a little small. I have a very large head.
It squeezes
That's
your
okay.
brain.
My head is a little big.
That doesn't help anyone. Now you just have two hat problems, Max. This isn't Goldilocks.
My
Things will
hat
just get
is
better.
just right.
I don't believe you either. Now you've got two hat problems and a liar.
Two hat problems and a liar walk into a bar.
That's true. Halloween parties during the plague are the scariest of them all.
I tell you what, I miss Halloween parties so much.
It's true. Alex always throws a real rager of a Halloween party.
I
honestly.
threw such good Halloween parties. They were so fun.
Can attest.
Mm-hmm.
And now I can't.
Boo.
Next year.
Yeah.
Next year you'll throw two.
Next
One
year
every
I'll
month.
Oh no.
I honestly, maybe I will make my Halloween party next year just 2 nights long.
Yeah.
Continuous or two separate parties?
Continuous.
Continuous.
Oh, for sure, continuous.
A 24-hour party.
Honestly,
That'd be
I
kind of
kinda like
rad.
the concept. Yeah.
That'd
I'm
be
down
kind of
for it.
rad.
I went to a 12-hour party one time.
Not good.
It wasn't 24, but it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
That's pretty long, yeah.
I should make Holiday a 24-hour party now that I think about it. I think
Holiday
next
is
year is
definitely-
really going to be the year, guys. I know I've been saying this for about 6 years, but next year is definitely the year I throw my holiday party.
Hey man, we can help out. I'm totally down to help with Holiday.
Yeah. Dom, we want an update if your IMDb reviews are still up.
So I don't know, because, fun fact, I made that IMDb account bajillions of years ago. So many years ago that it was before I had an email account, like my own email account. So after the stream, my mom texted me and was like, hey, how come I got 10 emails from IMDb? And I was like, whoops. That's right, my IMDb account is so old, it's linked to my mom's.
Linked to your mom's account, wow.
Damn.
I have a fun fact. I got my first email account for my 5th grade graduation.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a present.
I can't wait to see what would have happened if you didn't graduate. I don't know.
We're keeping this email.
You're never allowed to have it.
I imagine it's like a present.
Email.
It's a box, you shake it, you open it up, and it's a username and password, and you're like, oh, finally! And it's like, yeah.
It's a puppy, but shaved into the side of it is the email, and then they make you give the puppy back.
Yeah, I do keep the puppy.
Emails are for winners.
Yeah. Indeed.
Oh my.
Amazing.
Wow.
Alrighty. Well, I think with that, it's time to jump into our next game. This is a game called Gossip Line.
Gossip line!
What we're going to need is for everyone else, like me, oft in this stream, to disappear. Bye, everyone. Alrighty, chat. It's just you and me.
I'm here.
And Dan.
You're just like, ignore him, it's just us.
Don't look at him. Please pay no attention to the gremlin. What I'm going to need to get started is just any old word. Any suggestion that you fancy, I'll make it work. That's what I do as a suggestion spirit. I collect suggestions.
We're gonna play
make 'em work.
Spooky Down the Lane.
Spooky down the lane.
It's gonna be a spooky story that we're going to tell each other.
I didn't think of that until right now. Good point.
Is it not a spooky story?
It very
Should
well
I not
may
be afraid for my life?
No. It's fair. You know, motion design, we're gonna choose your word of fireflies. This is a story of fireflies. I'm ready when you are, Daniel.
Here we go.
Hello?
Is this a haunting? Oh, jeez, what?
The call's coming from inside the house.
Oh.
It's me, your roommate.
Hey, I'll, what's up?
I have a story I need to tell you.
Okay.
It's very important that you listen to this story, all right?
Yeah, I'm so good at listening.
Okay. This is my story. Many years ago, I died, as you know very well. I died on a day just like this day. Unfortunately, those days were nothing alike at all. You see, the day I died, I was on my way to a music festival, one called Firefly, but I accidentally took a wrong turn and ended up in a time machine. This time machine took me to another festival later that year, known as Burning Man. I was unfortunately unaware of the namesake differences. You see, Burning Man sounded very close to Firefly. I confuse all things that are flame related. One time I accidentally lit a candle on fire with a blowtorch thinking it was a match. I'm not good at fire. The point is, I went to this festival, this Burning Man, thinking it would be a peaceful music festival. What I happened upon was desert-dwelling witches. That's right, witches. These witches all wore polka dots, except for the head witch. They wore plaid. There was also some warlocks, but they mostly served the food tents and also cleaned the bathroom stalls. They weren't as important as the other witches. Now these witches, they demanded a sacrifice, a man to burn for their Burning Man, and warlocks don't burn easily. It's because they're all flame retardant. So they picked me, And I volunteered thinking I was going to get to crowd surf these witches, but I was mistaken. They did bring me up on stage, and they did give me a guitar pick, which was weird because none of them actually played guitar. But they played the devil's instrument. That's right, they all played accordions. I was made into an accordion sacrifice. They took each of my limbs and they stretched it out, and then they pushed me together, and then like that silly putty or the Play-Doh where the hair comes out the head.
Whoa.
That's what happened to my insides. They came out my head. Can you believe that so far?
Yeah, is there a 10-second wrap-up you got?
There is a 10-second wrap-up. Afterwards, I was summoned to hell, where I decided I could haunt anyone in the world, and I picked you.
Oh!
And that's why we're roommates.
Wow, you know, I'm flattered, but I need to call my friend that's really into astrology, because I think they might be able to help me out. I guess really help both of us out, but mostly help me out.
I'm a Taurus, if it helps.
Yeah, a Taurus. I
was born a Taurus. I died a Virgo. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, you're wanderlust. I get it. It's fine. All right. Let me just give him a call and just leave, and I'll be right back. Okay?
I never leave.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hi. You're really into astrology, right?
Oh, I love them stars.
Okay, because I got a little bit of a ghost problem. And I think those two things line up now that I think about it. But look, I just gotta tell you the story that the ghost told me. All right?
All right, lay it on me.
All right. So the ghost, when they were alive, Dom, they were living their life, and they were gonna go to Firefly, the music concert. But then they realized that they accidentally went to Burning Man because they mix up fire-related things. One time they lit a candle with a blowtorch because they thought it was a match. Very weird. But anyway, so they're at Burning Man. And who are there but a bunch of witches? And they're all wearing polka dots. Except for the head witch, they have plaid. There's also warlocks there, but they're mostly working on the porta potties and cleaning that stuff up. So at Burning Man, they need a man to burn, and the warlocks, they're flame retardant, so they couldn't use them. So Dom volunteered as tribute, so the witches bring him up on stage, they give him a guitar pick, but then they play the devil's instrument, the accordion, and they play Dom like the accordion, and they play him in and out, and he gets stretched a lot, and then that's how he died. That was his death.
Yes, this has much to do with astrology.
Yeah, it really does. So much, an unprecedented amount.
Right. Well, while I may be able to shed some light on this expertise, I think I may actually be able to consult a true expert, a witch.
Oh yeah, that would. You're right. I should have called a witch.
I'm not sure why you didn't start there.
You have a point. Just make sure they don't play you like an accordion. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to go talk to my witch friend, and I'll let you know how it goes.
Okay. Let me know.
All right. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Hello. Hello, witch. Are you there? Word witch.
Yes. You've come through my spectral telephone.
Good. Listen, there's a bit of a situation, and I wanted to get your expertise on the matter.
Okay.
All right. Well, let me just lay it on you. So
Sure.
There's this ghost. His name is Dom. He's dead. But he wasn't always dead. He used to be alive, and he wanted to go to the Firefly Festival. It's a festival in Delaware, you know? But instead, he accidentally went to Burning Man. He mixes up fire-related things a lot. One time, he accidentally lit a candle with a blowtorch instead of a match. So he goes to Firefly, and he's driving. He's having a good time. There are a whole bunch of witches. They're all dressed in polka dots, except for the head witch who wears plaid. You might know her. There are also some warlocks there. Fun fact, warlocks are fire retardants, but you probably already knew that. But they really were just there as janitorial staff. Anyways, they needed a sacrifice, and since they couldn't use the warlocks, they decided to use Dom instead. Dom sacrificed himself. And so they gave him a guitar pick, but then they played him like an accordion, completely forgetting about the guitar pick whatsoever. So they squeezed him in and out, and now he's dead.
Yes, I've heard this issue 1 or 2 times before.
Anyways, I was just wondering if you had any advice for the poor. I mean, is this a common thing you witches do?
Well, there's a possibility that he's not completely dead.
Not complete. Oh, interesting.
But I really to get someone back from the underworld, I need to consult someone a bit more unliving than me. So I must leave you, but yes, I will see to this, Dom.
All right, sounds good. Send my best wishes.
All right. Thank you, Skeleton. Bye.
Yes, bye-bye.
Hello. Veek Demon, are you there?
Yep.
Okay, hi. I have an undead issue.
All right, lay it on me.
Okay, great. So there's this goat whose name is Dom, and he's dead, but he wasn't always dead. You see, this is a goat who likes to go to music festivals, and this goat wanted to go to the Fire Festival, but accidentally went to Firefly instead, which is a festival. So this goat went there, and there was lots of people. There was witches and warlocks, and they were going to sacrifice one of the warlocks for a thing, but then Dom said, sacrifice me instead. They turned the goat into an accordion.
Fascinating.
Yes. So now this goat is dead and an accordion, and I believe things aren't playing out exactly as he would have liked.
Ah, not playing out as he would have liked, eh? Well, let me just give him a call and see if I can tune him up real quick.
Well, thank you so much, Veek Demon.
All right, bye-bye. Yellow.
Oh, hello.
Hello, I've got, I heard you were you've got a problem.
I have many problems. Mostly that someone won't clean the dishes.
Well, just to get the story straight, I heard something and I just wanted to confirm it with you. Is that okay?
Please. I have nothing but time.
All right, so I heard that Dom is the goat, which is not actually dead, but dead, and he likes music festivals, wanted to go to the Fire Festival, but ended up at Firefly, which I don't think is a problem, but then at Firefly there were witches and warlocks who turned him into an accordion.
Fascinating. Well, I would be glad if I had ended up at Firefly. Unfortunately, I ended up at Burning Man, which is how I died.
Well, there's no better Burning Man than hell. Am I right?
You're right, Weak Demon. You're always right. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go haunt the hell out of Dan. Pay your rent on time! Ooh! Amazing. Wow. Max. Not a one.
Okay.
Not
To
a
be fair,
one, my dude.
Alex had so many details.
That's
There
how
were
many
so
were in the
many
story.
details.
It's true. Alex did a great job.
I was gonna say, I think I nailed it, honestly.
There was there was so many details.
I like that you also called him the goat.
Yeah.
As if he wasn't just a ghost.
Oh god, yeah. There was
he was just a ghost.
He was just a ghost.
Oh, I really thought you said goat.
You heard sacrifice, and that immediately hurt your goat.
No. Right at the top. Alex was like, he's a ghost, and he's dead. I thought you said he's a goat, but he's dead. But he wasn't always dead.
Classic goats. Sometimes they're dead. Sometimes they're alive. Amazing.
Gossip line taketh, and gossip line giveth away. Right?
True.
Gossip line giveth, and Max taketh away.
Oh, shots fired.
When I was going through that story, I was like, oh my god, I remember it all. That never happens.
I remember to me.
There was just so many details.
There were.
Delaware. I got Delaware right.
That part wasn't in the original.
That wasn't in the
Just
original.
Alex adding
No,
color.
yeah, that was just me adding because I know where Firefly is.
Doesn't help that the person adds more details in as you go. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, Max, you know what the punishment is for bad stories, right?
No.
Should I cut to the clip? The clip running through the woods? All right.
Wow, it's amazing how many times that's come in handy today.
Yeah.
I just wish we put a better soundtrack over it. We just have the Three Stooges slapstick sounds over it.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a
I wish
great
we would have
genre.
gone for the run.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Play clip.
Bleh. Bleh.
I hope everyone's having a great time.
Yes, I'm having a good time.
Having a good time. Having a good time.
I'm a rocket ship, gonna be a Mars.
Dan,
For the good children.
Dan, what's the best Halloween costume you've ever had?
Best Halloween costume I've ever had.
You personally, your goat Halloween costume.
I'm really bad at Halloween costumes, but I did go as Napoleon Dynamite one year. And when people tell you you look like Napoleon Dynamite when you're not in a costume, and then they do when you are in a costume, it balances out the universe a little bit.
Nice. I don't know if it was necessarily like your best in terms of like, oh, that was such a good costume, like, oh, I recognized it immediately or whatever. But I think that the best one that I've seen for you, Dan, that was just like a solid costume that I think you did well making and wearing was when you and Shane were Oh Hello.
Oh yeah, we did go as John Mulaney and Nick Kroll from Oh Hello. Yes.
Those were pretty
Maybe that one was better. That one's probably better. Yeah.
You guys had like the silver hair and the fake beards and stuff.
We matched their wardrobes pretty accurately.
Yeah.
And now I just own those clothes. God, jeez.
Dom, do you have one that pops into mind?
Banana.
I was a cow one year in like 8th grade, I think, or 7th grade, maybe a little younger, which was a pretty good time. I had like a rubber glove udder that I got from the doctor and like a cow spot costume. It's pretty good, pretty good.
Nice.
So I've got two big ones. There's a crayon costume that I had for like preschool that I wear every year.
Still?
That's a fun one. It was supposed to be like a big, like full body crayon. Now it comes about to my waist. It's just a shirt.
Now it's a sexy crayon costume.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's sexy because I definitely didn't rip the back, and it's supposed to show that much back. But that one I think actually is the best. Was one year I wanted to go as Aang from the Avatar, and I looked online and I was like, none of these costumes are up to my standards. I was like, we need the fabric that Aang would have worn. I was like, these costumes look too felty. I don't like it. So
probably light wool. It seems like what he would have used, right?
Well, like I wanted like a fabric. And all of them were like very plasticky.
Yeah.
So I convinced my parents to help me make a costume. This was like the first costume I've ever made. And like, I remember scouring this show, like looking at all of the bits and pieces for the costume. I discovered new things about that outfit, like the fact that the pants are a cover and it's actually brown pants with like an orange cover on top. Then we made this whole intricate costume, and I was too embarrassed to wear it to school, so I went as Astro Boy to the school dance.
Wow.
That's a tragic
I don't know
story.
why Astro Boy was a better solution than the Avatar, but it's what I did.
If he writes, you were Appa for your birthday. That's fascinating.
Oh,
like, not even for Halloween, just for your birthday.
Damn. Ethan knows what's up.
Me too.
Nice.
Me too.
Thanks for that.
Hey. Happy
Thanks.
spooks to you too.
Happy spooks.
I would have asked you to dance as Aang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super fun.
Oh.
Run down hit. Yeah, I was. There was one year I was it was a run over hippie. So I was a hippie, and then we put black paint on the tires and ran over my costume.
Wow.
Wow.
In terms of my best one, probably Jack Skellington.
I don't know, your hiccup's pretty good.
My hiccup was decent, but you don't know how much my hiccup costume was falling apart that night. It was being held together by duct tape and safety pins and sheer force of
miracles. No.
Do you have a picture for Jack Skellington?
Yeah, I've got one. I can send it in the Discord at some point.
In the Discord.
Discord.
You want it now?
No, not now, just in general.
I'll put it in there eventually.
Yeah, everyone put your coolest Halloween costume.
Pokemon trainer Brendan, yeah, that was one that I did. I am pretty proud of that one. I still have the hat for that one because
you wore that one for the Nuzlocke.
Yeah,
I wear the hat. I wore the whole costume.
Wear for the next Nuzlocke.
Next Nuzlocke. Oh, you know I'm gonna wear it. If I were going to be any of the Pokemon trainers, it would be Brendan. That would be.
Then Lee Mulligan.
I'd be a hoeing kid for sure.
Let's move on to our next game, which means it's time to make our skeleton
disappear.
A scarecrow! Ah! Go to the fields! That's all it's. Thank you. So now it is time for us to play a game we like to call Reporter in the Field. Thank you for your video suggestions. This was submitted ahead of time on our Discord. So, Dan, whenever you are ready, let us go. Also, Dan, did you manage to put the video in the place where I can see?
Let me. We will have a fun little dancing session if anyone wants to stand up and dance while I
dancing.
While I
little
make
dance
it
party.
viewable. So
if you say dancing enough times, you just are dancing. Isn't that the rule?
Dancing.
Yes, as is tradition.
Yes, Big Demon, the traditional dance.
This is the one I did, right? Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it's too powerful. Oh,
it's too powerful.
Well, I guess I'll figure it out as we go.
Oh, give me 1 second. Alex can wait. He can
More
wait.
dancing!
More dancing!
More dancing!
We must have more dancing. I'll just send you.
Everybody dance along at home.
If you're
we
not
can tell if you're dancing or not.
The victim can tell.
Always.
All right.
We need a Wikipedia article for Weak Demon.
There you go. There you go, Dominique.
Oh, thank you. Oh my God. Alrighty.
All right. Here we.
Yep.
Welcome back to Hell and anything related. I am your anchor, the genre gremlin.
And I am your co-anchor, though I'm not doing much in the way of weighing things down. The suggestion spirit. Thanks for being here.
Now, it's been a pretty good week in hell, wouldn't you say? It's Halloween, everyone's going crazy. Wouldn't you agree?
Busiest time of the season for us undead beings, but we're out here doing the best we can.
Yeah. There's one person out here who isn't doing the best they can, mostly because they are not here. We're going to go out to the field where we have our reporter, who's going to be just telling us about what's going on in the real world out there. Hello, do you hear us out there in the field?
Oh yes, this is Syllable Skeleton. I am out here and wow, things have gotten almost, I would say, out of control.
That's one way to put it. What's your initial reaction from just the scene around you?
Well, at first when I showed up, I thought that it was just going to be a nice relaxing time, but now if I were to sum it up into one word,
it would probably just be wow.
That is a good one. Truly an indescribable sight behind you.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm having a hard time just wrapping my mind around it. It seems like maybe something that mortals shouldn't even be witnessing.
Now, is there any insight of where these specific creatures came from? Is there an origin of how they got here, or?
Well, most people believe they used to be kindergartners. It's hard to say for sure. I'd put my money on maybe first graders instead.
Well, kinder is definitely close to what they are. You might be able to find a toy inside of these kind of ones, but they're a weird amalgamation, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, hideous abominations, affronts to God for sure.
Yes, but can you confirm if they are or are not good boys?
I would say that all of them are in fact good boys. It really goes without saying. You just take one look at them.
All right. So, is there any reason that they thought they would partake in the Halloween activities tonight?
Yes, well, I think it was important that this started as sort of a protest for inclusion. It's really important for people to realize that anyone can go out and trick or treat, and they wanted to make their message known. So here they are, going door to door and just sort of spreading the word.
Yeah, well, they really got a good group there, trick or treating. I just do they have parents that should be with them? Or owners, or
that is the question. I've interviewed a few people on the street already, and many people have asked who let the dogs out. It's hard to tell, that's for sure.
Yeah, we've also had a lot of people saying, did these come from chickens? We're very confused. Is there any crossover between the dog and the chicken that we're just not aware of here, or?
Well, the one crossover I can tell you is eggs. Everything comes from eggs. Eggs were the beginning, and eggs will be the end. So I think that it's important to realize that, you know, once we sort of know the origins of these egg dogs, it'll all just come into play from there.
Wow, truly a horrifying sight, but honestly, we're glad to have you in the field in particular. Now, be careful though, you are made of bones.
Oh, that's their favorite. Yes, I'm like the equivalent of that reporter that they forced to stand in the middle of a hurricane. This is my hurricane, boys.
You can say that damn sure again. Well, so glad. Just keep those egg dogs in check, and we'll catch up with you later. All right?
All right. One's got my leg.
Let's just cut away
you.
from that. All right. Well, we'll be back in hell. Remember, everybody, always check your candy and make sure that there isn't an egg dog that's going to attack you in there.
And if you're having fun, you're doing it wrong. All right. Thank you.
Good night.
Damn, what was that video?
I didn't
I was
pick
speechless.
it. It was submitted by you.
What was the video?
There. It was
It was
exactly
egg
what
dogs.
you said. It was egg dogs.
Trick-or-treating.
Dogs. What?
Yeah,
it makes about as much sense to me as it does to you.
Exactly.
Well, I can't wait to see what it is.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's like a specific YouTuber who made like this. I don't know if they made it or not, but there's just this 3D model of an egg that has a dog's face on it, and they make it dance.
Yeah.
And it's great. I love it. There's like a ton of
JMLD
videos.
here at Show and Tell, we ask the hard questions. You know, the questions that other people are maybe too afraid to ask.
Oh,
Like, are they good boys who let the dogs out? You know, we say what needs to be said.
Yeah. We don't hold back. No holds bar.
We don't hold back. Cough drops for everyone.
Amazing. Truly amazing. Righty. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to discuss for this evening?
Do you guys have? So, are you all expecting trick-or-treaters?
I think so.
because I'm not. The way my apartment is like structured, that I can't really get like door-to-door people to. I mean, I guess.
So you need to go window to street, is what I'm hearing. What's the
problem
velocity
is
of
like
Snickers, Alex?
The problem is my apartment has like a front entrance and then there's stairs that go to like multiple apartments, and so it's like if someone were to knock and try to trick or treat, one, I wouldn't hear it unless they like buzzed my apartment, and two, I would have to go down 3 flights of stairs just to give them candy. So
like
I don't
the
know.
First floor is people problem, you know? I think they're in charge of that.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, I don't think there is a first floor.
There isn't. It's only the second
It's
and
the
third
second floor is people's problem.
But Alex, you do have a deck, and hopefully
I could just throw candy down from the deck. You're right.
That's what we did a couple of years ago. We threw candy down from our balcony and drunk passerbys. They were really excited about it.
But isn't that the same thing like when you drop a penny from the Empire State Building, like you'll kill somebody?
Yes, it is scientifically proven that at 3 stories or above, a Snickers will impact and kill a small child.
A fun-sized Snickers.
So aim for the big child.
So that way it's just a flesh wound.
The bigger the candy bar, the more surface area it has, and therefore the more air resistance it has. So actually, it won't kill them as fast as the fun size.
What if you made little parachutes and like they? That'd be fun.
That's what they
We need
call
to individually
way too
parachute
much
your
work.
candies, Dan.
Yes, I think that's cute.
It's great. I'm not doing that.
You could.
I'll
that's
do
a
that
good
from the
point. You
first
could
floor.
build-
I'll be like, wait, 6 feet.
A lot of people are building candy funnels this year for like the people that come.
Oh,
here.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
you just need a big long funnel.
Mm-hmm.
See,
A
my
candy fire escape.
My solution is I just bought a t-shirt cannon.
Build it with candy corn.
Point blank.
It's a mortar.
Now I'm just picturing a kid walking up onto a deck, right? And then so the camera is facing the front door. It's behind the child, right? The kid goes up onto the deck, rings the doorbell. You see the door open, and then you just see boosh, and the kid goes rocketing backward in a stream of candy as you see.
It's full. It does that like
standing
cool
there with a
360
t-shirt
slow
cannon.
motion.
I think what happens is like it's like one of those houses that has like a long front walk, and the kid when they're walking up to the front door, they just like walk past a mattress. And they're like, that's weird. There's just a mattress in their front yard, and they walk up, ring the doorbell, get fired, fall back, and they hit the mattress, and they're like, oh, I get it now.
I get it. Also, my
They're
ribs.
on their back, stunned from being shot onto a mattress, just like, oh, that's what this is for.
Oh, it all comes together in the end, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
a
Nerf gun with fun
Kit
size
Kats?
kicking. I've literally got a Nerf gun right over there.
That'd be
It's
fun.
a triple barrel. It's supposed to be like a sawed-off shotgun. It's not very powerful.
Oh, I'll do you one better. A BB gun loaded with nerds.
Would that even fire?
No, not at all.
Wait.
Well,
Maybe you fill it with
paintball
those
gun with
malt balls.
jawbreakers.
How about this?
paintball gun with whoppers. Paintball gun
Yeah,
with
paintball
whoppers.
gun with whoppers would
Hey, come on,
definitely
you need something a
fire.
little bigger.
Whoppers are paintball size,
How big are your paintballs?
like the size of a penny.
The size of a Whopper.
Yeah, about the size of a Whopper.
When I did
Impossible
paintball, they were
Whopper?
like quarter-sized.
Those are
A
some
Whopper's
big
the size-
paintballs.
Not a gobstopper, a whopper.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, how about like a cannon from like the Middle Ages with one of the gobstoppers from Ed, Ed and Eddie, the
Oh, the
giant
Jawbreaker.
ones?
Jawbreaker?
Oh yeah, the jawbreakers. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were just
Okay,
gonna put a
here we
pumpkin
go.
in there.
Yeah, like a trebuchet with a pumpkin. Kids
Uh-huh.
love those.
Yeah.
You're just gonna punkin chunk in these kids.
Well, only from an appropriate distance.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would
We're
just
gonna
be
put a
way
little
too short
parachute on it, so it's fine.
Yeah, Dan's gonna put a parachute on it.
As long as it's
Did you ever see
further than-
those? You ever see that GIF of the woman with the watermelon slingshot? Hits herself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So if you must know, that is a clip. So I've seen that clip before, and then Melissa and I are just innocently watching The Amazing Race, and I see
Yeah.
them at the challenge, and I'm like, oh my god, I've seen this. And Melissa's like, what are you talking about? Because she hadn't seen it. And I'm like, oh, just watch this lady try to shoot this watermelon, and it hits her in the face. And she's like, how did you know that? And I'm like, dude, have you been on the internet?
Have you guys played Tabs? I have not actually played it, but I've seen a lot of it. It's a fun one.
Is the totally accurate part sarcastic or no?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Play it and find out.
It's historically entirely accurate, back dating to pre-civilization. So
And
we
it's
actually
real
know
time.
from this game how Babylon fell.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's real time, so we had to wait like 500 years. It's like the computer and the
Alien.
that book.
Alien.
The
What
Bible.
was it?
Being a leader of the country really is just playing real-time Civ, isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
like the computer in that book. The Bible? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that one.
No, Hitchhiker's
Oh.
Guide. That's what I was trying
Oh, you're talking about Deep Think.
Oh, you're talking about
Yes.
Nerd Bible. God.
I mean, not wrong, honestly. Not wrong.
Yeah, JMLD, you got it.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
It's a good one.
Yes.
Again, thanks for all the fish. So sad that it has come to this. We tried to warn you all, but oh well.
Dolphins, the second smartest species on Earth.
That's what
humans
they
are
want
third.
you to think.
That's the joke, is that humans are third.
Number one will surprise you.
It will surprise you, honestly.
9 out of 10 doctors don't want you to know.
10 Blorgons.
Oh,
Oh.
their poetry is just so bad.
Righty. We're gonna move on to our next game. Bullshit.
Oh.
Boom.
Ew.
Well, I think this falls under the purview of you, Witch.
Ah, yes.
The word witch. Oh, now you're the wisdom witch.
You've upgraded
Now
to the
I
Wisdom Witch.
now I actually take off my hat because I am now the Wisdom Witch.
Oh.
Hello, everybody. I am no longer the Word Witch. I can give you all of the wisdom that you could possibly ask for. I know all. I see all. That's why I live in my little hut out in the woods, because I have all of the wisdom. And you must come to me to be able to ask me, what do you need to know? You can ask me any question. You can ask me anything you would like. And we will tell you the answer. Specifically me, as the Wisdom Witch, I will always be truthful. However, you can rate the other people on their truthfulness or faultiness.
The
Now-
wisdom witch always tells truths, but one of us always tells lies.
Who is it?
That's true. I hope it's the Veek Demon, because he's threatened my life multiple times.
Do not lie.
You're wise, shouldn't
Yes.
you know?
We need all quandaries. We need inquiries. We need things that you would like to know. Anything that you would like to know in the entire world. I know all. What questions do you have to ask? If there was a being that you met, very much like Deep Think the computer, what would you ask it if you could know anything?
I would like to know the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything.
I have
Yes.
a more important question, and that is, oh no, this is taking too long. Ah, God, I dropped it.
It's I forgot about
It
that.
What's
had
the
to make
world
an appearance.
speedrun record for the hit 2000s Wii game Boogie?
Oh man.
There it is.
There it is.
Hmm.
Steve, I think you should submit it to speedrun.com.
Oh my God.
Be the genuine speedrun world record holder.
There
Speedrun Boogie.
might be one there. I feel like that would
I feel
be
like you can
something
beat
people
it.
would be like, I know there's not a record for that one.
You can beat it.
You got to speedrun Boogie, Steve. You
Yeah.
can do it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's get into it.
Keep those questions coming, people.
Keep
We
'em.
got
the
wisdom to
questions
spare.
Exactly. What do you wish to know? Ask now.
All right, Wisdom Witch, give out the questions.
All right. The first question is, how can you woo your sleep paralysis demon?
Ah, yes. I've wooed many a sleep paralysis demon, and it turns out, just like any other actual demon, all you have to do is find them someone more unattractive to haunt. That's right. If you find them someone less attractive to haunt, they're gonna regret leaving you, and they always go back. See, demons want what they can't have, and if you die, they're gonna want to come find you as well. That's it. That's the whole answer. I got nothing more to say.
All right, now is your time to vote. 1 if true, 2 if false.
Bye, Don.
Happy
Thanks, Don.
Ooh.
Oof.
A right hook of a 2. Comes right in.
I feel like you're just mad that you kept dying in werewolf. It's true. Just gotta pass the buck.
More votes.
I knew I would
The
win.
vote Velociraptor demands more votes.
The vote
Velociraptor. The vote Velociraptor.
Oh no, you've birthed an unholy abomination.
Oh no.
The vote Velociraptor.
Oh no!
Alex has an idea.
He has appeared.
Alex,
The vote Velociraptor.
Oh!
Alex, you're not a prop comic.
No, I just am a little bit too into dinosaurs.
Alex just ran all the way to Steve's house, got that, and ran all the way back.
Okay, it seems as though they accepted this. Your next question, Dominic, is what's more dangerous, Nightshade or Belladonna?
Excellent question. Excellent question. And to quote the wise words of a small Mexican child from a commercial meant to sell you taco shells, porque le nos dos, why not take them both? That's what I'm saying. If you're making a poison, you know, shoot for the moon. Get a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I believe in the buffet style of poisoning a person, right? When the coroner's like, oh, we tracked it. They died of nightshade. That's a weak death. Make them roll out a scroll longer than Santa's list, baby.
As a witch, I of course know the answer, but the question is to you all, the viewers. Do you think this is true? 1 or false? 2.
Vote Velociraptor. Don't let him eat Alex, please.
You don't vote.
No. He's not even on this corporeal plane.
I'm on the existence of brains. It's a whole wet, sticky world.
All right, we have a split vote. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Right hook of a
Not
2.
looking good.
Oh no. This is bad. No.
Ooh. It's close. Any final votes?
No.
I think the twos have it.
And you are cast down. What is the punishment, witch?
The punishment for misleading those who seek knowledge is you now gain a corporeal form. You can be trapped as though you were solid again.
Oh no!
Oh God, he has hands.
It's horrible.
All right, the Veek demon is up.
Time for some truth.
Okay, Veek Demon, if that is your real name. How many names do you have, Veek Demon?
I go by many names, but you may call me Odin.
Veek Demon, who carved the first pumpkin?
Well, as we know from the ancient tabulets, the first pumpkins came to Earth when the gods threw the stars down and they created the plants and the fauna of the world. And thus, from the star ash and dust grew the great plains of fruits and vegetables, and the people who were there. So the first person was Gilgamesh.
Good old Gilly.
Wow.
That's what he liked to be called. It was Gilly to his friends.
Gilly.
What do you think, viewers? Do you believe it or do you disbelieve it?
Vote now.
You don't even have to call in. Like this is
American Idol.
Yeah, American Idol. You just have to type a number.
Text 22575 to vote. For
Use our
Jesse.
2 emote for false or press 1 for true. We don't have an emote for 1.
I'm not saying there's a lean in our bias, but
Had you until the end.
Well, I pulled a max for that one.
Excuse me?
I saved all the information for the end.
Ah, yes.
True.
Then the last 10 seconds just blurted it all out.
Yes, my favorite.
All right, it looks like you have. Oh, it's tied.
Oh! Macaroni and brie is your saving grace.
All right, it looks like you have succeeded.
All right. You receive a second question, is that correct?
Yeah?
All right. Well, Veek Demon, how do you know when you're old enough to stop buying cheap wine?
Well, the thing is, as I am a being who lives entirely on a weekly basis, you are never old enough to buy cheap wine. If you are looking for good wine, then you will get good wine. But if you have that taste for shitty wine, you shall partake in libations. There is no reason that you should not intake yourself on what you like. As Dom has shitty spaghetti, so too you have box wine.
Ah, yes.
The Zeke Demon
Okay.
became French just for that question.
Well,
My accent's all over the place
They brought
tonight.
up spaghetti, so
Uh-huh.
you know the French dish spaghetti.
Yes.
not the wine.
It is French box wine.
Oh!
Hey, anonymous gifter, thanks for the gift.
Thank you to Anonymous.
Thank you.
Are you anonymous like Steve's face?
What?
I get it.
Steve's face kind of looks like the guy Fox mask.
Oh, I see it.
Oh.
Only 2 votes in. We need the vote. Velociraptor waits for no one.
I agree. Max does pull off the look.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Scott.
That's not Max. That's the Wisdom Witch.
That's the Wisdom Witch. Yeah.
Wisdom Witch.
The Veek Demon, the Suggestion Inspector, the Syllable Skeleton, Dan.
I'm the genre. I took a postmodernist approach. Okay.
Amazing. Well, it looks like you survive another week, Week Demon.
All right. You won't be cast down with anger.
All right.
Let's see.
It is my turn.
Ah, genre gremlin. I've heard much of you.
Yes, good things. I'm sure. I've only heard people talk about good things, especially to my face.
Do you believe that you have the knowledge to be able to give what these simple mortal ask for?
Yes, I have rolled around in the dirt next to them. That's how I
Very
bathe.
well. Your first question. If you take photographs in a cemetery, do you steal the souls of the dead?
All right, this is a common misconception. You don't steal the souls of the dead as long as when you post the photos on Instagram, you tag them in the photo. That's mostly the issue that all the people have, that they're not getting credit for their likeness. So even when they're dead, they have rights also. We have to remember that. And they have feelings too. So just tag them next time, maybe add a fun hashtag, and you should be good.
Interesting. Well, it seems as though people are accepting so far.
Good.
But we'll have to see. Not all votes are counted yet.
Well, I have faith. Maybe I'm more wise than you, Wisdom Witch.
I should cast you down for your pride.
I'm already down. You can't cast me anymore.
It's hard to get a gremlin lower.
I've got nothing to lose, baby.
Have you ever heard of Hobgoblin?
Yes, I'm even lower than that.
That tracks. Gremlin does feel lower than Hobgoblin.
Oh, amazing.
Well, it seems as though things are pretty well understood.
Only
but that was
a perfect vote.
That was a little more of a practical-based question. How about a more theoretical one?
All right.
Here you go. Should orange replace red as a primary color?
Look, I'm a big fan of orange. You know, ask the next guy. I like orange, but look. If you break it down to simple science, you got red as a primary color. I'm sorry, but if we could push orange up to maybe something that doesn't exist yet, like a secondary color, it could be the only of its kind. So that's what I suggest, making orange the only secondary color.
So like green and purple?
No.
Just not anymore?
They never were and never will be.
Oh!
Heresy.
Interesting. I have my views on what you've just said, but that does not matter. Yes. It seems as though people agree with me.
It seems it will be another perfect round.
Just wait. The votes are coming in. I have faith. They would never cast me down lower than the lowest creature that could have any intelligence to be able to talk.
Well, unless something spectacular happens, it seems as though you're quick to go.
There will be one yes coming in. Just you wait. Patience.
Doesn't look like it.
This is a test. I'm being tested by the color orange itself.
I'm not sure. And for your folly, for your foolishness, I will turn you into a hobgoblin.
No,
that's an upgrade.
I'm going up in the caste system.
Does it feel good? Does it feel good, Gremlin?
I feel empowered.
No, you're back to a gremlin!
Back to the mud I go.
Gave you that sweet taste only to take it away.
All right, the skeleton is up.
The skeleton, eh? All right. Let's look. What do the people wish to know? Yes, this is a good one. Of course, it's an easy question for myself, but I think you will struggle with it. What are the ingredients of a witch's brew?
A witch's brew. Okay. First, you will need the toenails of 9 different toes. Then you will need the toenails of a frog. Then you will need the toenails of a giant. Only one toenail of a giant. If you mix all of those toenails together, you will eventually get the witch's brew, which will taste really, really bad. But I promise if you just power through it, it'll give you all kinds of magical strength and power.
Where did you learn how to make this? College?
Look, I have my ways.
Did one of your friends in college say, "Hey, drink this, it's a witch's brew"?
Look, it might not have been college, but I mean...
Oof.
And it looks like another hobgoblin might be joining the ranks.
That's certainly not what Professor Snape taught us as the witch's brew.
Yeah, not a single source of liquid anywhere.
You have to grind it up until it's a nice powder that you almost think it's a brew.
Foolish, foolish skeleton. See, you should have had perhaps less bones, a little more brain. You didn't even get a single question correct. And as for this folly, as for your foolishness, as for your frivolity, you will get low calcium disorder.
No! It was rigged! This isn't fair! Oh, my bones! Ow! Oof! Ow! Bone eating juice! No!
And thus concludes another set of questions from the Wisdom Witch. See, all fall eventually. All fall.
Amazing. And with that, we will head on over to our favorite after-school spot, the bar. We're gonna need one spooky word in order to serenade you all on our parting song. Please give us one spooky word that we may carry with us in our dead, unbeating hearts into this Halloween.
I just wanted to say my glass, it's not quite a stein, but my glass matches my outfit. Brown on the bottom and green on the top.
Just true. Just true.
I coordinated this.
Coordinated.
Put a little red circle right there.
Ah, yes. I think we're going to go with the word catacomb. A delightfully spooky word with many meanings.
Alright, take it away, Vic Demon.
Da 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 da. I like to go bar hopping over in the Vic. It's really great. I like to take a peek. I went around to Rome, but then I found out I was in the catacomb.
Oh, da 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 da. When I have to deal with lots of hair, I just grab a brush like that one over there because I don't want fur all over my bones, and so I just have to use a catacomb.
If you're feeling spooky, need a place to hide, hop on my Vesta, we'll go for a ride. No, we're not in Italy, to Paris we must go. The catacombs are deep, and that's the end of the show.
Oh, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I wanted to fly, but I only had a rake, so I needed to find a soul to take. I went down into the catacomb for a tomb, and then I got myself a good old flying broom.
Hey, I graduated college, so I wanted to go on a trip, backpacking through Europe, and it'd be a dip. I got there, and I went in the catacombs, and they whispered to me, "You should be back home."
You should be back home.
That's our very spooky stream, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this grand adventure through all things otherworldly.
What a spooky spectacular!
What a spooky spectacular! Oh, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. We got a lot of fun things coming up next week. We're doing another MS Paint Night. If you missed the last one, you're in for a real treat. So come by Tuesday for that. Some other random shenanigans throughout the week. Everyone have a safe Halloween. Eat lots of candy. Throw candy at neighbor children if you need to.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a suggestion. Hey, listen, everybody. This is for serious. If you like Reese's cups, put them in the freezer. I promise you, it's worth it. Freeze your Reese's cups.
What a serious PSA.
You'll thank me later.
I think we've had a lot of spook tonight, so I think it's time we unwind with something a little less spooky and just more of a vibe. More of a vibe. We're gonna go say hi to our friend Dandy over at the corporation. It's been a while, so let's go give Dandy all the love and have a good one. But before we do that, We have to end stream the way we end every single stream. Veek Demon, how do we end every single stream?
Well, it's weird that you say this because it should have only been a Halloween thing, but we do the Monster Mash every week.
It's true. We do the mash. We do the Monster Mash. The Monster Mash. The graveyard.
We do the mash.
We do the mash.
Monster mash. The monster mash.
We do the mash.
Whatever happened to the Transylvania twist?
We do the mash.
Monster mash.
We do the mash.
We do the monster mash.
Monsters.
Mashing them monsters.
Mash 'em up.
Hey,